What's going? Whoa, almost fell. What's going on, class? My name is Walter Bridgers, and today I'm gonna be recited my speech three, my speech to inform, and my topic that I chose is the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a real, very important um, part of history, going way back in the 18th century. The shift from farms to factories. It was real important. Like that's how we got all the technology and all like everything that we have. It's part of the Industrial Revolution. The house you live in, Industrial Revolution. The car you drive, Industrial Revolution. The food you eat, the clothes you wear, jewelry, everything. In all Industrial Revolution. If it wasn't for the Industrial Revolution, then it would be totally different. We still be working on farms and like living in like rural areas, and it'd still be pretty bad. But so thank God for the Industrial Revolution. But the Industrial Revolution is also nicknamed the Gilded Age. The Gilded Age. Well, if you don't know what the word gilded means to like cover up something that is that's not supposed to be seen by the public, or just to cover up something in general. That's what gilded means, like a gilded piece of maybe like a gilded piece of metal is like like for example, I say my bracelet, like my bracelet is it has like it looks white and it looks and it, with all these beads and pieces on it, but it's just painted over rocks. Is gilded. It's gilded because it's painted over, and it's just look good. It's look good on the outside, but on the inside is really not all that. So yeah, that's why that's why it was nicknamed the Gilded Age, because on the inside of the Gilded Age, it was really horrible. All the factories that people decided to like work in and stuff, and get jobs and stuff. It was terrible working conditions, and that is also where our labor laws and our labor unions and stuff, all that stuff comes from the Industrial Revolution. Uh, so yeah, that's why I really preach like this is like the most important revolution of all time, in my opinion. In my opinion. But yeah, some people will say otherwise, but I think it was a real important time period, and yeah, so more about the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution. So some of the first inventions in the Industrial Revolution, they were like steamboats, railroads. Those what you call cars, and other kind of stuff like that. All invented in the Industrial Revolution, and yes, and yeah, that was pretty amazing because with all these inventions and stuff, and also trains, also and like all these inventions and stuff, we would never evolve into like all the inventions, all the technology that we have today. So, yeah, I think that was pretty good. That's pretty awesome. That our world just keeps evolving and evolving and evolving, and we just keep getting better. We keep getting better in technology, but we still got some other stuff to work on now. I'm not gonna talk about today. But yeah, also the Industrial Revolution. There were these big giant corporation companies called monopolies. Monopolies were like big giant companies with like no competition. So so if you wanted to say, if I wanted to buy a shirt from this textile company that was that was across seas, but my only option was to buy from that company. So I had no choice but to buy a $20 shirt that nobody else in the world is making right now, because that monopoly has all the materials, all the workers, and all the money and all the business. Just because everybody else is not. I mean, well, the government is not controlling the amount of wealth that the company makes back then. So that's why the monopolies were made. Some examples of monopolies were like oil factories. I mean, yeah, oil factories and oil. Like people that dig oil and stuff. The Rockefeller, the Standard Oil, owned by Rockefeller, that's a monopoly. J.P. Morgan Banks, that was a monopoly. He owned all the banks, or all like the economic wealth of the country. That was a monopoly. Uh, it was I can't remember the name of it, but it was another monopoly that had to do with meat and like meat packaging and stuff. So like people could get food. and get meat and stuff from the grocery store, and so that way they don't have to cut it themselves or anything like that. Because back then, people relied on themselves to make their own clothes and eat their own food and everything like that, and get their own soap and stuff like that, and relied on places to live too. So yeah. Also, more examples of monopolies. The steel, the I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was the steel industry. It was a steel industry back in Pittsburgh. That was a monopoly. So if you want to steal, you got to buy from that steel monopoly. And like steel, like that's where all the railroads and all the buildings and all the steamboats and everything like that is made of like super heavy metal, and all the factories built. That's all from the steam. I mean the metal. I mean the steel monopoly. So yeah, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed your speech. I really worked hard on my outline. I'm really not a good like public speaker or anything like that, but